Shock waves just ripped through the baseball world and nobody saw this coming. In a move that has stunned fans and left analysts scrambling for answers, 7 championship heroes are suddenly out, and a bold roster shakeup is underway. These aren't depth pieces, these are names tied to glory, tied to unforgettable moments, and yet the organization just turned the page with zero hesitation. Why now? What triggered such a drastic reset right after reaching the pinnacle? Is this ruthless strategy part of a long-term master plan, or did something behind the scenes push this decision? One thing's certain, this franchise isn't playing safe, it's playing for the future. Buckle in, because this shift could change everything moving forward. Before we dive into today's massive Dodgers update, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you never miss a breaking story in the world of Major League Baseball. If you're a Dodgers fan, or even just a baseball fan who loves drama, today's episode is going to leave you speechless. Because today we are talking about one of the most shocking roster shakeups in recent Dodgers history. Something that has stunned fans across the league. Something nobody saw coming. The Los Angeles Dodgers, a franchise known for loyalty, depth, and stability, have just made a move that ripped through the MLB rumor cycle like a shockwave. 7 players, yes, 7 who were part of the World Series championship journey are gone. Cut from the roster, moved out, pushed aside, however you want to frame it, it's a tidal wave that fans did not expect to crash down right now. And the reactions? Absolute chaos. Social media lit up. Fans in LA are trying to make sense of it. Opposing fanbases are laughing, questioning, confused. Insiders scrambling to confirm the story. And across Dodger Nation, one question rings louder than anything else: why now? Why this group? And what does this mean for the team's future? Let's break it all down, because this isn't just a typical roster move. No, this feels like the beginning of something bigger. A strategic reset. A message to the league. A warning shot that the Dodgers are making bold decisions and are ready to reshape the roster even if it means letting go of championship heroes. For years, the Dodgers have been the gold standard. Deepest roster in baseball. A farm system that constantly replenishes talent. Superstars. Veterans. Young guns. And of course, that coveted World Series pedigree. So when news broke that 7 World Series players were not going to be part of the next chapter, fans were floored. Because these aren't just names on a roster. These are players who contributed to the story. Who battled in October. Who celebrated champagne showers. Guys fans grew attached to. And to cut them all at once? It feels bold. It feels ruthless. It feels like the Dodgers front office just said, "Thanks for your service, but we're building something different now." And if that means making uncomfortable decisions, so be it. But what drove this? Was it performance decline? Salary restructuring? Youth movement? Or something else brewing beneath the surface? You know the Dodgers. Nothing they do is random. Every move is calculated. Every roster adjustment has purpose. So while the casual fan might react with shock and disbelief, the baseball minds out there are already connecting dots. Something big is coming. Maybe it's a blockbuster trade. Maybe it's an international signing. Maybe they're making room for the next wave of stars breaking through the farm system. Or maybe, just maybe, they're setting the stage for another championship run by cutting loose sentiment and focusing strictly on competition. Inside the clubhouse, you can only imagine the reaction. Teammates who shared battles together, suddenly seeing longtime comrades packing up. It's emotional. It's raw. No matter how professional an athlete is, when you win a championship with someone, that bond matters. You laugh together. You struggle together. You bleed for the same goal. And suddenly, some of those guys are gone. It's a wake-up call, even for the established veterans. Nobody is safe when championship standards are involved. And let's be honest, this era of Dodgers baseball has been defined by high expectations. Every year, the goal is the same: World Series or bust. Fans demand it. Ownership demands it. Players demand it. Los Angeles is not a city built on excuses, it's a city built on legacy. And if you're not producing up to the standard, if the analytics say your value is dropping, if younger talent is pushing, you can be moved out even if you helped raise that trophy. Think about what that means for the clubhouse tone going into spring. The message is loud: you are judged on what you can do today, not what you did yesterday. Winning a ring earns respect, yes. But it does not guarantee security. It does not guarantee a roster spot. You have to continually prove you belong. And this decision reinforces that harsh reality in the most dramatic way possible. Now let's talk fans, because Dodger fans are passionate. They invest emotionally in every season. They remember every highlight, every big moment, every October hero. So when the alert dropped about 7 champions being cut, social media erupted. Some fans said this is disrespectful to the players who helped win it all. Others said this is exactly the type of cutthroat mentality needed to stay dominant. And then there's the group that's nervous. Because when you remove experienced winners, there's always that question: can the replacements live up to the moment? Can they play under bright October pressure? Can they handle being the next chapter of Dodger history? These aren't just roster moves. They're identity moves. And let's also talk about what this signals to the rest of Major League Baseball. The Dodgers are not hanging on to nostalgia. They're not afraid to turn the page. They're not pretending that a championship core must stay intact forever. They are evolving. Constantly. Ruthlessly. And when a powerhouse franchise like Los Angeles takes bold action like this, it shakes the industry. Other front offices take notice. It pushes competitors to reassess. It raises the bar. Because here's the truth: the Dodgers don't rebuild. They reload. They adjust. They're armed for battle. Losing 7 champions isn't waving a white flag. It's clearing space for the future. A future that is likely already being planned behind closed doors. Because if you think this is the end of the story, think again. This move is the opening chapter of a bigger plan. Something is coming. Maybe it's the next superstar calling Staples Center home, Dodger Stadium. Maybe it's the next dominant pitcher arriving. Maybe it's a top prospect who's finally ready to explode into the big leagues. And think about the players who remain. They're watching. They're processing. For them, this is motivation. If they want to cement their place, they need to show up in spring like war. No complacency. No comfort zones. Everyone locked in. Everyone hungry. That's what championship teams do. They evolve, they adapt, they refuse to settle for last year's glory. Fans will miss those 7 champions. Their contributions won't be forgotten. They helped bring joy, history, and unforgettable memories. But in sports, timing is everything. And the front office clearly believes now is the moment for change. The Dodgers don't play small. They don't play scared. And they don't make moves hoping it works, they make moves expecting it to work. And for anyone thinking this is panic or chaos? Wrong. This feels controlled. Calculated. Deliberate. This feels like the Dodgers sharpening the sword for another October march. If you've followed this franchise long enough, you know when they shake the tree, something big falls out. And right now, this organization is shaking the tree harder than anyone. Fans everywhere are watching closely. Rivals are nervous or curious, depending on whether they fear or doubt LA. Media members will speculate and insiders will chase clues. But the truth is simple: this is a franchise unafraid to go all in, unafraid to reset, unafraid to take risks because they know what their standard is. Excellence. Championships. Nothing less. And the emotion around this? It means fans care. It means players care. It means the front office cares enough to make tough calls. Loyalty exists, but loyalty to winning comes first. And that's what separates champions from the rest of the league. So buckle up. This is not the offseason ending. This is the offseason beginning. And if this dramatic cut is any indication, fireworks are coming. Moves are coming. Headlines are coming. The Dodgers are not staying quiet. They are not staying still. They are pushing forward hard and they are not apologizing for it. If you love the Dodgers, drop a comment letting me know which departing player you'll miss the most. And if you think this was the right move, drop a in the chat. If you think the team went too far, type an away. I want to see who's riding with this decision and who's questioning it. And don't forget, like this video, subscribe right now if you haven't already, and turn notifications on so you get every single breaking Dodgers update. This season is about to get wild, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Dodger Nation, stay loud, stay passionate, and get ready. A new chapter begins. And trust me, it's going to be electric. See you in the next video.